I'm with.
Real.
David Crude.
All right, welcome to the very topic, interesting topic. Yeah, we're talking about dating is economy. So, guys, what do you feel? I don't know you. Just give us a brief summary about yourself so that people get to know who you are.
My name, just like as I've said before, my name is David Crude, and I'm a farmer. And what should I say about myself? Being a farmer in this economy is actually challenging, but we give thanks to God.
All right, that's a good one. How about you, Rio?
I'm like David, I'm a businessman. That's enough.
All right, that's good. So, guys, let's talk about today. What do you feel? What do you feel should be done? Okay, let's look at first analyzing our dating scenes today, and what do you feel can be done differently?
Well, Mr. Charles, the issue I have is the topic itself. Dating in today's economy.
Yeah.
The mental ability for us to put dating and economy on the same sentence is one of the reasons why dating is failing. Dating should not be a poverty alleviation, it shouldn't be money centered, but now we are thinking about economy and dating instead of economy and business.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
you see the flaw in that, so
Okay.
it's kind of like difficult to really say. And it's not anybody's fault, you get. That's the mindset of everybody now. Most of us, we are dating for a purpose which is not the ideal purpose. We are supposed to date to marry, but now we are dating to survive poverty, we are dating to find closure, we are dating to pass time. You
Yeah,
get.
I get
So
you.
I feel the dating now is difficult because of the psychology behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get. The psychology and the intentions is no longer the way it used to be. Everybody is dating for something, you get. So that's, I don't really know. Maybe Mr. Crude will have something to say.
Okay, Mr. Crude. So, what do you feel now? Dating in today's economy.
Based on my perspective, actually, no matter how you try to put dating, blending it with any other thing, dating is always dating. You understand? If you are dating, you understand the fact that whatever economy, whatever the weather, the condition, whatever, you are dating. And dating should always be dating. It shouldn't be attached with any other thing. That's what I actually have to say about this whole part.
Okay. All right. So dating is dating. So like, okay, let me talk about my own perspective. Basically, dating is the process of getting to know somebody. This person is going to be a good fit for you in terms of compatibility. Do you share the same values that you have? Do you see yourself going together in the long term? That's why my own perspective about dating. But like you said about the dating in today's economy, some people are using it as a poverty elevation program, whereas it should be something that the major purpose of dating is that, does this man fit the kind of life partner that I want in my life? Does this woman fit the kind of life partner that I want in my life? Yeah, that is my own idea about it, and I don't think it has really changed. Just that maybe due to the current nature of certain maybe hardships, people begin to have a different mindset about how dating should be. I don't know. Does anybody have any other take on
Yeah.
this?
So you just gave a brief summary of what dating is. You get. Most of the time, especially in Nigeria, I can't say Africa because I'm a Nigerian. You get. The term, we get to change terms and meaning of terms in this country. For example, now Valentine's Day. I don't think what we do is what it means.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Boyfriend's Day, girlfriend's Day, all those type of
yeah, yeah,
new stuff. I don't
yeah, yeah.
think what it means and what we do is the same thing. So this also happening in dating. Usually what you just said is the definition of dating, but if you look at what we are doing today, I think I think that's out of what the definition is. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's what I think, and I feel that's why it's difficult these days.
Yes, I agree with you on that, because the idea is that dating, like you said, is supposed to be something like Valentine's Day and all the rest. These are holidays that they symbolize something as at when it happened then. I believe as the years came by and things started watering down the process, yeah, and people now forgot the original context in which the thing was made, and everything has have changed.
Is it forgot? I don't think they forgot. I think they just weaponized the process.
So, Mr. Krud, what do you think about that?
I would say that actually, Rio is actually saying the fact, and I will say 100% is saying the truth. I will bring let me bring myself back to some based on my own life experience some years back. I will I will compare some certain things based on life experience with a neighboring country. I believe some years back, as at 2018, 2019, 2020, I was in Cameroon, and dating over there is totally different from dating here in Nigeria. You understand? Because over there, they are just like, okay, this person, I like this person, and I just want to be with this person. They don't, they, and moreover, based on the fact that if I compare the kind of dating over there with the dating in Nigeria, you see that it is because of the brokenness of these lazy girls in Nigeria. Actually sorry to put it this way, but that's actually how it is. You understand? Because in Cameroon, you understand, I'm using a neighboring country as an example. You understand? Because it's not outside Africa. Majority of those girls they work and they understand what dating actually is. It's not a thing of because I'm in a relationship with you as a girl, I have to fit your bills, which is not supposed to be. Because if I'm married to you, you're my wife. It's actually different. Because they try to put me as a man being in a relationship with them as if I am their husband, which is not supposed to be so. You understand? So that's exactly why I use that word. I'm actually 100% okay and agree with what Mr. Rio has actually said. Okay.
So, I'm sorry, you have something else to add?
Yes. In as much as Mr. Crude agrees with what I said, I don't agree with the fact that he's trying to blame just the women
Okay.
for the flaws of dating in this country. You get?
Okay, yeah.
I feel the dating aspect. I'm from the school of thought that dating now is very difficult and it's rubbish. You might maybe from your own experience you might think it's different for you because you dey get fine bitches and all those kind of things. So, but for me, I feel it's very difficult, it's draining, and it's very fake. The way the dating pool is right now, because of the whole ideology behind it. You get? Let's leave the women aspect now. Let's focus on the men. Many of the men we have these days, is it men? The slay queen boys and the they can be men, but they are boy. Okay, okay, with small letter. Okay, something like that. So the masculine energy now in the world is like is going extinct. Every man wants to speak up. Every man wants to be heard. Every man wants acceptance, validation, and that's bullshit. So we have weaker men these days. So you cannot have weaker men and expect to have amazing females. You get?
Yeah, I get you.
We are just a reflection of them. If the dating pool is bad, it's as bad because men and women are terrible these days. You get? So I don't think it's just mainly on the women. The women are just the easy target. But many of us they don't train us well now.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? Woman will give you drama now, you tear and slap. Why?
I get you. Yeah. So this thing you just said now, I also discovered another pattern now is that apart from the economy and apart from the dating scenario, I've discovered that there are more women now or people in relationship that are guarding themselves against trauma than actually fall into trauma. Like they have created the kind of setting in such a way that they have heard a lot of stories of people. They are like, okay, I will not become one of those stories. So they kind of arm themselves. You understand? You would think they have experienced trauma. No, they go on TikTok, they go on different social media platforms to get update on what is happening. Now they don't really have first-hand experience of the things, but rather they begin to act as if they are traumatized, whereas they are not traumatized.
You know, based on what I said before, You know, being a man doesn't mean that you have to focus on your kind of tradition, because even your tradition as an individual actually focus on being a man. You need to be active, and be active actually means that you need to exhibit some character to be able to call yourself a man. You understand? Because actually, based on I'm actually adding to what Mr. Rio has said. Many guys, they lack home training. Let me put it that way. You understand?
Okay. Okay.
Because first of all, we shouldn't blame the women only. You understand?
Okay.
Because I should put it this way, that many women are like, ah, it is like this. We should also just hold ourselves this way. It is actually, we shouldn't blame the whole thing one sided. Because the society that we're living these days is that they are focusing on home training on the women, which is supposed to be both gender.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Parents, I should also say that we should actually blame some parents. You understand? Because
Yeah.
you cannot say because you've given birth to both gender, you focus more on the ladies. But you are not thinking about that part of who is going to get married to that man, to that young man you've given birth to, that doesn't have that training as a man. Because even as I speak to you now, I still cook. But I'm actually sorry to say this. I'm actually sorry to share this experience. A relative of mine was a relative of mine, which is the wife, was bold enough to share this experience with me, that all my guys, all the children I've given birth to, especially male gender, they don't know how to cook. And it was actually disheartening, because even as I speak to you, my nephew stay with me. You understand? And my nephew sometimes, probably when my woman is not around, my nephew prepares food for us. And yeah, this is reality. How can you say because and how can you say because of the fact that he's a man? He's a man, so he's not supposed to lack home training as an individual. Both of them are supposed to understand and focus on that part of, as a parents, on making sure that both of them they don't lack that part of having that home training. Because you are preparing them for future.
That's true.
You understand? Because in that part, you won't be with them forever, but you are preparing them for future. Home training is not about teaching your children how to cook only. In terms of character wise, you understand? Domestic violence and all that.
Yeah.
Hitting a woman is totally not acceptable. As a man, there are some certain ways to handle things. These are things that you are supposed to learn basically
When you were coming up.
when you are coming up. Thank you and God bless.
All right. So let's look at final address now. What's your final advice, Mr. Rio, to the dating market now? Both genders, just to build both genders. Your advice for the guys and the advice for the ladies in today's economy now. So let's do that.
It's always sounding somehow when I hear economy and dating. Always. But for me, I believe dating, yeah, for you to date first, you have to get a clear picture of what you want.
Perfect. I like that.
You get?
I like that. Yeah.
If you don't have a clear picture of what you want, you just end up wasting your time, wasting somebody's time.
Yeah.
You
That's
get?
true.
And dating. Dating in Nigeria. In Nigeria, as a poor man. No, it's something I don't know. I don't want to use the wrong word. You get?
Okay.
But it's difficult.
Okay.
Dating in Nigeria is difficult, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I know why, but I can't say why.
Okay.
You know why now?
Yeah, I get you.
Everybody, I don't pay everybody guide now. You dey just be when no follow
Yeah,
heads
yeah,
and stuff like that. So we need to have a clear, for me, yeah. I
yeah.
believe we need to have a clear picture of what we want.
Okay, I like that.
Be mentally matured.
Okay,
Okay, when you get to a stage and you be like, okay, yes, I think I need somebody, I need a partner
okay,
in this my journey.
yes,
You get that partner has their own journey. Oh.
yeah,
So you need a partner to join you in your journey while you join in their journey, then you go together. You get it's
yeah,
not a partner that will come and support your only your journey, or
yeah,
you go and fund their own journey.
yeah.
I don't know.
That be collaborative effort now.
I
What you're
feel it's
saying?
a mental thing. We just have to be mentally prepared first
Okay.
before thinking about dating.
Dating too lovely.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Crude, what's your own take on this? Your final address to both guys and ladies.
I should actually thank you and God bless you for this opportunity you've given to me, Mr. Charles. And I will use this opportunity to educate, especially when it comes to these men. We will all focus on the ladies, but I will say this: being a man that you are ready to date, you should be ready to date. Because normally, if you take if you take this whole thing back, you will see that actually being in a relationship was supposed to lead to marriage.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that majority of these guys lack home training and character, they just focus on the part of pleasure and all that, which is not supposed to be so. You understand? So I will advise you that you need to be ready for what you want and know what you want. You understand? It shouldn't be a thing of you know passing women plus and minus, passing women because of you understand,
Yeah.
because you're supposed to be I'm ready to settle down,
Yeah.
let me be in a relationship with this woman I'm okay with, which is okay with my dream, I'm okay with her dream, you guys come together, then plus and minus you come to a conclusion and you know that this is exactly what we want, which is supposed to lead to marriage, because we are talking about based on our today's economy. Because if you are talking about our today's economy, we're actually talking about survival. You understand? Because first of all, there is no true love when it comes to survival.
That's true.
Because it's not possible for anybody, both male or female, to love in an empty stomach. So I will advise both the female and the male to understand that pleasure to be a thing of after marriage, rather not to be a thing of in that relationship. Because first of all, if you be in a relationship with a woman, it's just like uh, seeking a loan from a bank and they are telling you you are not eligible
To get that loan.
to get that loan. So beating your credit scores and all that
Yeah.
will give that woman more confidence. You cannot expect a woman that has been trained to have a confidence in a man that he has seen the red flag to have that confidence in you.
Wow.
You shouldn't be having problems with a woman that sees that you are not competent enough to handle her, to do the needful as a man that you claim to be. Because as it is, if no matter, because based on our society, based on the economy, clinical, we just blame the woman, even if she's right or wrong, we blame her,
Yeah.
which is not supposed to be so. If you are wrong, you are wrong. That is exactly why I bring the whole thing back to the parents. Because plus and minus, no matter the argument, no matter the whatever conflict they're having, we still come back to you as a parent. You understand? But because of the fact that he's a man, he's a male, you declare all that as the woman does not have character. It doesn't work that way. You understand? The whole thing is supposed to be balanced because the scale of preference is supposed to be balanced. Thank you.
I agree. So thank you all for joining our podcast today, and we hope to have you guys in the next more interesting episodes. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for chilling with you guys. Which drink with this one?
Yeah, thank you all. I really appreciate, and God will bless you all.
All right, thank you so much. See you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.